Now it is a modification of the timestamp based protocol. Okay, it allow to increase concurrency. Now we have seen the timestamp ordering protocol. In this particular timestamp ordering protocol, if this condition is true, if TSTI is less than W timestamp A, then TI is attempting to write an absolute value of A, hence the write operation is rejected and rolls TI back. So you can see here T1 is attempting to write the variable A. Now what about the WA? It is what? So what about this TST1? So it is what? It is 9M, and last successful write operation by the T2 operation. Okay, T2 transaction. So what about this value? This value will be the 10M. Okay, that means what? This condition is true. So according to this particular timestamp based protocol and 2B rule, so if TSTI is less than W timestamp, so T1 is attempting to write an obsolete or the outdated value of A, hence the write operation is rejected and the roll T back. So that means what? If it is the case, hence T1 is rolled back. So we have to roll back this one. Okay, now because T2 has already written A, T2 has already updated this particular A, and T1 missed his chance because T1 is the older transaction. T1 must use this all the operation read A and write operation before attempting to the other transaction WA. Now T1 is attempting to write is 1 that will never need to be read. So after that, this particular we need the updated value of A from the T2. We don't require the updated value from T1 because this WA should be before that one, because this one is the older transaction. So after that update is not required. This is obsolete. This is outdated. Okay, this is also obsolete operation because the use of this update is not required by any other transaction. The other transaction need only this particular update of this particular operation. Okay, so T1 is attempting to write is 1 that will never need to be read. So any transaction Tj with TSTJ greater than TSTW, say any other transaction, say Tj, assume okay, and its timestamp say it is say 11 AM. Okay, so any transaction Tj with TSTJ greater than TST2 must read the value of A written by T2 rather than the value written by T1. So the Tj, suppose here one read operation is there, so Ta must read the value updated by the T2 value, not this one, because this instruction should be somewhere here before that. So are you getting this one? So the T must read the value of A written by T2 rather than the value of written by T1. So we can ignore the last write A operation of T1. Are you getting this one? So any other transaction whose timestamp is more than T2 needs to read that value updated by the T2, not T1. That means we can say we can ignore this particular outdated write operation. So we can ignore that write operation of T1. So already we know in rule B, if T1 issues write A, if TSTI is less than WTSTIA, so this one, then T1 is attempting to write an outdated value of A. Okay, so this is what? Outdated. Hence, this write operation can be ignored. So we can ignore this particular write operation because any other transaction Tj whose timestamp is more than this one, the T2, then must read the value updated by the T2, not T1. So we can ignore this operation. Okay, so we can update the rule. So any other transaction, the TSTI is greater than is equal to RTSA. So any other new transaction needs to read the successful operation. We ignore the absolute word. So we can ignore the obsolete write. Okay, so this one, outdated write. This modification of TS based protocol is called Thomas Wright rule. We can change here. So if TSTI is less than W timestamp A, then Tn is attempting to write an absolute value of A. Hence, the write operation is rejected, or we can say the write operation is ignored. Okay, and full stop. So in timestamp based ordering protocol, if you update only this particular part, okay, so then this rule is called, that updation, this modification is called Thomas Wright rule. Okay, Now we can see small example. Say T1, T2, T3. So definitely this is what outdated. This one is what outdated write operation, and any read must T3 needs to read a value. So any read by other transaction must read the updated value of T2 transaction, so that this RA ignore this particular operation. Similarly, we can see here if any write is there, okay, instead of read, say if any write is there, so then also after that the next update. So this is what this operation is, it is not required, because after that T3 updates this particular A value. So that means what, if it is read or write, we can ignore this particular writing. So that is the basic of